So as stated in the previous videos, this is a free way you can set it up. So this is the first. This is basically a bank side. Now you can use it as it is like that, or you can extend it. Bear with me a second. So as you can see, you can extend it at the front. You can extend it both front and rear. Or, if you're fishing on a windy day, you can dip your rod tips into the water, stop the line drifting. So that's number one. Let's have a look at number two. So, way number two is obviously a rod pod. So this should come in very useful if, for example, you were fishing on an actual made peg where you can't stick anything in the ground. And this can be configured in many different ways. Now this is fully extended, obviously to make use of what I've got on hand. I've got some quite long rods. These rods are about 15 years old now, so they're probably a little bit longer than what you get these days. But it holds them no problems at all. So let's have a look at the next way you can have this one set up. So this is the first stage of height. Here is the second stage of height. And we can go a little bit taller. And then this is the final height. Why you need it this tall, not too sure. But yeah, if you really did want it that high, you can do. More than likely you're going to have a setup like this for fishing on the riverside. Keep the line nice and high. Possibly. Me, for example, I'll more likely be fishing like this with the tips in the water. Moving on. So, as you can see, it's well made. It's made from decent quality parts, nice and thick, and it's really nice and stable, which is a plus side. Obviously the last rod pod I used was, well, anything but stable. Putting it down like this, for example, well, let's see how stable it is. Tiny little bit of flex, but better than being completely rigid, and a damn sight better than the last one I had. So this is the Leeda, L-E-E-D-A, Leeds with an A, and minus the S. I think it's called a Rogue, which is quite nice, and it is really multi-purpose. You can make so many configurations out of it. It's yeah, it's really helpful. Let me show you what it's like when you get it in the bag. So, when it comes in a nice little carry case like this. It does say 3-in-1, and obviously all the information you need will be on that little tag at the side anyway. When you open it up, first thing you're greeted with is the bars. Now bear in mind that the actual rod butts and the guides that are on it now didn't come with this. I actually had them myself from my previous one, so bear that in mind, that if you do buy this rod pod, you will need to buy the attachments for obviously holding your rods in place. Opening the flap underneath, then that's where the main body is. So you've got the main pod itself and the legs for the actual buzzer bars. That's the one, buzzer bars. So you've got the pegs from. Please bear in mind that them spikes on the end of these things are extremely sharp, which is a good thing. Makes it pushing it into the ground a lot easier. But just bear that in mind. So as I said, you can use it without the actual pod. You can use it as just obviously sticking it in the ground, but if you do find yourself in a situation where you're fishing on an actual peg that's metal or concrete or wood, obviously you can't stick anything into it, so the rod pod comes into its own. I will be doing a full review of this, and if I'm happy with it and I think it does the job and it does the job well, then I will leave a link in the description of my next video, and probably this one as well, to this actual product, so if you want to go and buy it, you can do. Anyway, let's see in the next video if it's worth the money. Alright, I'll leave you to it now, guys, because it's getting rather cold and it's starting to get dark, so I will speak to you in a bit. Toodles!